We start with 1 hour chart. First of all, if we refer to our analysis, in my last video when the price was here, we mentioned we have to wait for the trade setup to look for buy. But beside that, I mentioned if we want to look for buy, we need to see the breakout of the stop and continuation because we mentioned we made this one turn to a deeper correction. And as we can see, there was no trade setup to look for buy. And when we see this sharp move down flag, this is where we look for sell. The reason is the sell could give us better. The reason is the sell could give us better trade setup in terms of the risk and reward rather than to look for buy. But anyway, we didn't have update for that. Now we want to see what's the next. In this case, we move to daily chart. All right. As we can see, based on daily chart, still we are within this correction. We want to see whether this is in relative to this as a correction and the one is going to retest that low, or we can look at this as a bigger correction, more complex for continuation as a buy up move. We are more interested to look for buy. Okay. In this case, we move to forward chart and we want to see how we can look for trade based on forward chart. And what we have here based on forward chart, first of all, if we put this low in relative to the previous low, we see we have a divergence. That means if we get any trade setup, any reversal for buy, we will be more interested to look for, because as we can see almost we had this internal correction relative to this with the last one. That means we will be more interested to look for buy. But right now we cannot confirm because we don't have any trade setup. That's why if we move to 1 hour chart, all right. Again, based on 1 hour chart, we want to see whether we have a divergence. If we put this relative to the previous one, MACD shows a divergence as well here. That means if we get any reversal, we can look for buy. How we can look for buy? We need to see the reversal as a sharp move, correction of flag, then we take the trade. But if we get for the reversal, what we want the reversal to be a sharp move, not the corrective move. Because if this one turns to a corrective move, we can expect similar to any of this whole one more drop. But right now, we cannot look for either buy or sell. The best thing is we wait, we get the correction, we get the trade setup, then from there we look for trade. As I mentioned, if we get the trade setup for buy, this is what we are more interested. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.